Hello, today I'm back in Hove Cemetery. In the east end of the north side, a Muslim section was opened for burials in 1981. There's one grave I want to show you just down here. To Ali Muhammad Ibrahim, died tragically on 7th of November 1993. He was actually murdered by two homeless men. And it says this stone was donated by the people of Brighton and Hove. Just in between the Muslim section and what seems to be the Orthodox Christian section are the Commonwealth graves. And as you can see, there's a lot of butterflies around here. But right at the back are two more recent Commonwealth graves. Jonathan Carlos Bracho Cook, 5th February 2007, age 24. And then next to him, Jamie Janes, 5th of October 2009, age 20. And they both died serving in the Middle East. So that's all from the north side for now. I'm just going to head over to the south side. But first, there are some very beautiful flowers with a lot of butterflies. Just past this one, it's a very beautiful headstone. Elsie Gray, dearly loved friend of Juliet Ferguson. It says, "Into thy hands I commend her spirit." On the bottom, "I trace the rainbow through the rain, and know the promise is not in vain." That morn shall tearless be. Down here it says, "In thy presence is fullness of joy." I'm in the south side now, and as you can see, it's a lot more wild than the north. There's been some parts of the grass cut. Just through here is a burial place for the Little Sisters of the Poor. So you've got a few names on both sides on the tablets. Just thinking that looks like the Master of Puppets album by Metallica. This is Herbert Hughes, who was an Irish composer, music critic and collector and arranger of Irish folk songs. He was the father of Spike Hughes, according to Wikipedia. And his wife, Susanna Hughes. And at the bottom, Hannah Hughes, his sister. I always think this avenue of the trees leading up to the chapel is a very beautiful walk. This one always stands out because it's quite big for Hove Cemetery. It's in quite good condition. Looks like it's been cleaned not so long ago. I'm not sure who William Smith is, but it looks like they died 1887, William 1900, Rachel his wife. It says, "Take heed unto the thing that is right, for that shall bring a man peace at the last." I'm back at the Greek one I had a look at in the first visit to Hove Cemetery. I found a little bit more out about the person buried in there, Constantine Ioandis. So he's an art collector, and he left a lot of paintings and drawings and other art to the Victoria and Albert Museum. But I still haven't found out what the Greek around the cross is. Some other members of his family buried in there with him. Just walking past this headstone, I noticed "Sacred to the memory of William Thomas Kim, barrister at law of the Middle Temple, linguist and author. He wrote many books. Died November 15th, 1874. And Isadora, that's his daughter on the other side, died 1947, aged 80 years. "For thy goodness and protection I thank you," it says at the bottom. And just here is Luigi Arditi and his wife Virginia. He died 1903. She died 1909. He was a composer, conductor and professor of music. Now he's credited with bringing Wagner to the attention of the British public in his concerts at Covent Gardens. Apparently he made 69 compositions. The first burial that took place in Hove Cemetery was this man here. You can see he still kind of stands alone in this corner anyway. But you can imagine this was all fields on the outskirts of Hove, and this was the only burial here. It's to Frederick Tooth. St Albans, Brighton. Born 1825, died 1882. Behind Frederick Tooth is a very beautiful cross to Lucia Stamp, died 1883. So just on passing, I've come across this headstone. That must have been here before, but has been restored. Frederick Druce, of 2nd 3rd Avenue, Hove, died 1902. True and kind friend to many. The Yankin family deeply appreciates your work in coming to Australia to establish Banol in 1867 and supporting Edward Duncan and others in England. And it says on the bottom, restored by Simon Yankin in 2025. And there's the grave just opposite of George B. Woodruff, first Mayor of Hove, died in 1907. And the last one today is one that I also visited last time. And it's of Lieutenant Lewis Brownlee, who was killed during the Ashanti Rebellion in Ghana. It looks like he had quite an interesting military career. And his headstone says he was the godson of the great Hungarian general Louis Kossuth. I don't know if I'm pronouncing any of this right. But there we go. That is all from Hove Cemetery today. Thanks very much for watching. See you next time.